Welcome back to the channel. Today we are going for a walking tour around Kew Gardens in London, England. Join us as we walk through and explore some interesting facts, and we look at how much it is to spend the day here. So today we are going to Kew Gardens, which is in Richmond, in West London, in England. So to get here, it's quite easy to get to on public transport. It is just a short walk from Kew Gardens station. And then once you're in there, the grounds are huge. There are lots to see and lots to explore. So today our first stop is the iconic Palm House. So here we are on our walk up to the Palm House. You can see by the crowd it's not too busy. There are quite a lot of people here, but we've been such a large area, it doesn't feel too crowded. Here we are walking up to the Palm House. We can see sculptures and all the other buildings all around. It's just a very nice atmosphere. So when we went, it was middle of August, so really nice sunny day. But here we are approaching the Palm House. And then just opposite the Palm House we've got this lovely lake which overlooks this building on the other side. But I think it's about time we go and have a look around the Palm House. So the Palm House is a Victorian greenhouse built in the 1840s. It was designed to house exotic plants from the tropical regions all around the world and is one of the world's oldest surviving greenhouses. So when we're inside, we will find towering palms and rare tropical plants. There is an upstairs walkway as well, so we can get a good view from the top of all these plants. But as you're inside, you can tell this is from the Victorian era. It's brilliant, this place. So the Palm House design was inspired by shipbuilding techniques, as iron was relatively new as a building material at the time. You'll see all around inside the building, its curved shape was considered revolutionary for greenhouse design at that time. So let's walk around and enjoy what's inside. This greenhouse really is huge. There's lots and lots of different plants to explore here. You could quite easily spend at least half an hour, 45 minutes, even an hour just looking around. We're not experts on plants by any stretch of the imagination, but it was really interesting to see everything that was in here. And here is one of the stairways up to the walkway that goes around the top inside the greenhouse. You can really get that bird's eye view looking down on all the plants inside the greenhouse. So if you're a bit nervous when it comes to heights, it's not for the faint-hearted. It's It is a great view though, and I think it's well worth it. It's quite narrow as you're walking through, but you can pass people. So for most people it's not an issue. But something I would recommend going up and having a look down on the plants. So when you're at the top here you can get a real good idea of the scale of this place and how big it is. So we're going to leave the Palm House now, and we're going to visit the Waterlily House. The Waterlily House is a lot smaller than the Palm House, but still a stunning greenhouse, featuring these giant water lilies and other aquatic plants. This greenhouse was built in 1852, and it's one of the warmest places in Kew Gardens. So the Amazonian water lily, Victoria Amazonia, has leaves that can grow up to 3 meters wide, and they're strong enough to support the weight of a small child. But I'm not going to recommend to my boys to test it out. So we leave the Waterlily House. I'm going to make our way over to the Temperate House. So as we're walking through, we can enjoy the nice quiet walkways. And here we approach the Temperate House. So the Temperate House, the largest Victorian greenhouse in the world, covers an area of almost 5,000 square metres. And this greenhouse is home to plants from Africa, Australia, New Zealand, and the Americas. So, from the outside, first glance, you don't really get an idea of how huge this place is. Once you walk in, you just keep going, you get into another room, you just keep going and going, and this place is huge. There's a lot to see in here. So it took nearly 40 years to build this building, and it houses some of the world's rarest and most endangered plants. In fact, the scientists here based at Kew Gardens, they work tirelessly to preserve plant species here from extinction. So let's enjoy our walk around this area. So we leave the temporary greenhouse and we see this huge, great big structure, almost like a giant ball right in the middle. So I thought, well, let's go explore and see what this is. So this is called the Hive. It's one of the most innovative structures in Kew Gardens, and it's a 17-metre tall installation that mimics a beehive. So this exhibit is being built to highlight the importance of bees, and it responds to real-time activity in a nearby beehive, lighting up and buzzing based on bee movements. It's extraordinary. So the hive's lightings and sounds are connected to the sensors in the real beehive at Kew, and it really is an incredible experience that immerses you into the life of the bee and reminds us of their crucial role in pollination. But as we go in, we can see it's really popular for people inside, and it's great for getting off those photos. Lots of people taking all different photos and different angles, and it's really interesting place to see.
This is not what it feels like in a beehive. It's all sticky on the floor, look. Take a picture of food. So cool. Print out. But it honestly is really cool. Look through there. Look through there. Let's go to the middle and look at the pictures. Come on. There's a person on yours. Stood like a lunatic. Yeah, that's a good one. Step by feet.
So we're going to make our way out from there, continue our walk round, and we see this. This is fascinating, this tree. I forget how old it was, but they wanted to support it, so they've built that brick structure there to support it. We keep going, and we see the buildings. I think this might be the Alpine House. But there's various different buildings all around the grounds as we walk around. But what we're going to do now, we want to make our way to the huge walkway, which is very popular, the Treetop Walkway. But as we're walking around, we see this. So we decide to explore. It looks like it's a children's activity area. We didn't spend too long here, but I think for the younger kids, there's it's quite interesting. There's people there going through and talking about different things to do with the plants and different facts and a few interactive things. It's just quite good fun. But we wanted to make our way to the walkway before we run out of time, because you do lose yourself here. You do end up spending a lot of time looking at the different things, and we were keen to get up on this walkway. So if you don't want to take the stairs, there is a lift. There was quite a queue for the lift, so we decided to take the stairs. So the stairs, I can't remember, we did count, I've forgotten how many steps, but it did take us quite a bit of time to get up to the top. You know, it's doable, and it is doable for the kids. They managed it. But if you're going to struggle with some steps, you might want to wait for the lift. But it's worth it. When you get to the top, the view from up there is amazing, and it's great to walk around. You're at the same height as the top of the trees. You get this unique vantage point from there, looking down at all the trees. So let's have a look as we walk around. So the Treetop Walkway was opened in 2008. So it's actually 18 metres high, this walkway. So you can walk through the forest canopy and see Kew Gardens from up here. So this walkway was built around 15 different trees, and it was designed to mimic the patterns of the tree branches. This really is an incredible experience, and one that everyone that's going there, they try and fit in and they try to go to. And it's definitely one of the best spots for taking photos in the entire garden. So other places we have in Kew Gardens, we've got the Alpine House. That's a space dedicated to mountain plants that thrive in cooler and windy conditions, which we'll go to in a bit. It has a distinctive shape, and this is designed to maximise the airflow and keep the plants cool. So the plants in Alpine House, they're rotated regularly to ensure that they're displayed at their peak, basically. And then we've also got the herbarium and library. So this is not opened to the public, but it's where the scientists that work at Kew Gardens are based. It's where they carry out their research, and it houses over 7 million preserved plant species there, making it one of the largest in the world. So Kew's herbarium includes species collected by famous botanists like Charles Darwin. It's a treasure trove of plant research. Are you thinking about taking a trip to Kew Gardens? Well, let's have a look and see what the prices are. So in 2024, if you were to book online, the adult price during the week is £20, and at the weekends and on bank holidays it's £22. If you're going to pay at the gate, that goes up to £22 during the week, £24 at the weekend. They also add a donation. It's entirely up to you if you want to do this or not, but the donation is an extra £2, £2.50-ish. However, if you want to go and you want to save a little bit of money, you can go after 10 PM and you pay at the gate and it's £10. So for children, a bit cheaper. Online for children 4 to 15. During the week it's £5 and at the weekend £6. And if you're going to pay at the gate, £6 during the week and £7 at the weekend. And children under 4 are free. So would I recommend this? Yes, definitely. It's a great day out. Take the kids, enjoy yourselves, walk around. There are places there to eat. The restaurants were actually really good. Not too expensive, so you can spend the whole day here, grab a bite to eat. And there's lots to see, lots to explore. So thank you for joining us on this walking tour around Kew Gardens. We've got lots more to come. So if you've enjoyed this, please like and subscribe. And we'll see you next time.